So, once you show success in one such product, then I don't think we need not look back again on this. It will really catch like wildfire. Now, in the early part of last month, almost in the first week of Jan, we while releasing the IESA report, I did mention about one nice idea, that is, why don't you declare 2014 as the year of Made in India? Because ultimately, what all we are talking about is enhancing the manufacturing base here in India. So, Made in India really captures that sentiment pretty well. Now, what does it take to achieve this or pursue this slogan of Made in India? Number one, it is design for India is the first principle. Unless the design happens, design for India happens, design for the region happens, it won't give a fillip to the manufacturing base. What does it mean, design for India? I mean affordability of the large number of population here. Second one, localization, with the interface being in the local language, which will really fuel the purchasing mentality of the people here if it is in the local language. And third, align to the strategic needs of the country, the strategic sectors which are currently depending heavily on other sources. So the design for India means design for these three aspects. So we need to align the manufacturing to what India needs is the first point I am making. This, of course, in real terms means that we need a number of startups, a lot of incubation facilities. I am very glad that Dr. Onkar Rai has just mentioned about one scheme of starting the incubation facility in this space. It's not as if it's not existent today, but this is only one more step in that direction. And the government solidarity with the idea of encouraging the startups. The second is there is a need for increasing the R&D spend for this in this design area by all the companies, which is also very much needed here if we have to have the design for India concept going. And I may at this point mention that there is a project which has been going on for quite some time. It's called the India Microprocessor or IMP, on which some effort has been spent, and it has now come to the stage of a DPR, detailed project report, as to which direction that project should move. And I hope that very soon we will be able to take some decision. So it's not a commercial processor, but a processor that meets the specific strategic needs of the country. It's a huge project again, and whose dimensions currently we do not fully know, but that is an important part in the design piece. The second is about the infrastructure development. We have approved electronic manufacturing clusters, 30 of them in different parts of the country in the brownfield category, and 7 of them in the greenfield category, with a possible investment of about 1,846 crores in the creation of infrastructure in these places. And also one CFC, Common Facility Center, right in Bangalore, which has been, Honorable Minister has mentioned about this, that it was cleared only 4 days back. So this is on the infrastructure side what we are, but what we need to do is get down to brass tacks as far as this EMCs which are already cleared work at the ground level on these EMCs and map it to the 25 by 4 matrix that is in front of us and see which EMC is best for which product or which component or which combination of products, so that the right message goes to all the investors and they do not need to really worry so much about the nitty-gritty, but they can make their investment decisions pretty soon. So this is how do you put the EMC into real ground level reality is one suggestion I am making. We need to move fast here also. The third is about the manufacturing base itself, the incentive program. So far we have got proposals, almost 20 plus proposals, as mentioned, including the fab one. It's about 65,000 which is reported, 65,000 crores. But apart from it, we need more traction on this and more speed, because the window of opportunity is limited. I would like to once again point out to all my friends present there, including IESA, that the window is available till October 2015 as I see it. That is just a year and a half away. So we need to make haste in promoting this concept and putting together more proposals, so that we not only move in the right direction but at the right pace. And a mention has been made about the central role to be played by the fabs. I think Mr. Bagchi, his only point, as I could make out from this main point, was unless you have that piece in the middle, the fab or the fabs, whatever else you do may not produce that kind of impact. It is the heart of the ecosystem. So we are working hard as I talk on these proposals, and I am happy, I will be very happy if the Government of India will be able to do it as fast as possible. Now lastly, again summing it up, is about promoting the made in India products. People should take pride in labeling, in fixing that label which says made in India. Whether it is a manufacturer who is fixing that label, whether it is the distributor who is putting it on the shelf, whether it is the customer who is just buying that product. So all over that ambience should come, that sentiment should come from end to end. So that's where that vibration will come. We had this in the area of IT. We took everyone from the policymakers up to the programmers in the whole country, really are proud today to write a line of code in India. So same thing should happen on the hardware front, electronics front, that even if someone who is fixing a small component on a PCB should feel proud that I am part of this movement. So we should move in that direction, and I am sure that IESA, with its own reach and with its own enthusiasm and energy, and will work sure in the days and months to come. We'll see more and more things happening at the ground level. So I wish the summit all the best in terms of the dissemination that happens here, the understanding that is reached here, and the common resonance that will be felt over these 2 days. So thank you very much, and all the best.
Thank you very much, sir, for taking time off in spite of the busy schedule for your address.